What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jay Reed for Jay Reed's Love of Cars. So we back out in the garage today. Why we back out in the garage, you say? Did I just make a rhyme? It is because we got the C6 Corvette back out of the shop. If you've been watching any of the videos, at least the previous one about the C6 Corvette, you will know that I had to put it back in the shop. I had to put it into the shop, not back in the shop, to get the dreaded gas tank leak fixed. So now we got a full tank of E85 right now, and I am proud to say I do not smell it. Now, while I'm out here trying to record this video, I noticed something that I don't know if it was done before I went in there or if it was done afterwards, but either way it goes, this has been done. Once again, we've ruined another spoiler. But what I think I'm gonna do on this one, at least for right now, until another one comes in. I mean, and it's I'm sitting over here doing this and y'all not even seeing what I'm saying. We may have to delete that. Anyway, what I'm saying is, we got another broke spoiler. But what I think I'm gonna do for the time being is get some Gorilla Glue, get up under there, because I do have some Gorilla Glue, and glue that back together for now. I don't even remember if I still have the original, but this will be like the fourth one. So to be honest with you, I'm getting kind of tired of replacing those. And I mean, we're going back almost damn near to a stock look, because as you can see, I've already removed that side skirts from here. So yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't know. We may have to pull that one out of the, I think I can get some Gorilla Glue and kind of fix that until another one comes in. Maybe I just need to stop buying these cheap ones. But you know, that last one lasted a long time. This one, not so much. So that's very disheartening. So I got to figure out where my Gorilla Glue is, number one, or either some Gorilla Tape. I don't really care what. I just need it temporarily. The other one is fine. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, but just know that that's a problem that I got to deal with. I may even just go back to my stock one. But you know, I was looking on eBay and I saw that the stock ones, man, they want $224 for the stock ones that don't even look half as good as these. I can't see doing it. But at this point, I've spent well over $224 for these ones I keep breaking. So there's that. But anyway, the point of this video is, I went to the shop, right? Picked up my car. Was talking about what the future goals was. You know, I want to make over 1,000 horsepower in this bad boy, or just be done with this one and get a C7 Z06 and start making power with that. Which that would probably be the smartest thing. It probably would be the smartest thing, especially after what the shop told me. Now, granted, I ain't doing this stuff myself. I ain't got the time. My car would be sitting up on jack stands for God knows how long if I tried to do this in my garage. So that ain't happening. We get in the shop to do it. Now, the problem with that is it'll be like starting all over again, because we looking at another 30 grand to make about over 1,000 horsepower. We'll need a new engine. We'll need a new engine. We'll need a new drivetrain. You may as well just say drivetrain. Some people won't say transmission, but you need new axles and all of that to be able to handle that type of power. Probably some, what do they call them, DS something axles. So we'll need that. And it's just so much money that it'll spend, that I'll have to spend just to make a few more horsepower, because I'm on the edge right now. And that's one reason why I haven't been to the track as much as I would have liked to last year, because now your boy's scared to break it for the reason I just told you. So now I have to make a decision. Do I want to keep putting money into this one, which I am never selling, don't even think about that, or get a C7Z, at least pull it down on the C7Z, cam, headers, and be done with that, and probably make close to the amount of horsepower that I'm making in this one or more. That is the dilemma that I'm faced with. If it's really a dilemma. It's not really a dilemma. I ain't got no money for neither one of them right there, but I never do. I just figured it out. So bottom line is, I've said this in several other videos, man, you got to plan for the long game when you're doing this stuff. If I would have known that I would have wanted about 500 horsepower when I first started building the car. Still would have got headers, still would have got the cam, still would have got the converter. So all of that would have been fine. But it probably would have been best to build the engine first. Number one, build the engine first before I got any power adders, because look at it like this. For the amount that I paid for the fuel system, the supercharger and all of that, I could have just built an engine, get a 427, headers, cam, probably make about 600, 650 in with a built engine. And then I would have to build a transmission. But that could have been years down the line, a few years down the line. Man, the point that I'm making, you see all these people on YouTube with all of this horsepower, making all this horsepower. They make it seem like it's so easy, like you can just go to Target on sale and buy it. And that is so not the case. You will end up spending thousands and thousands of dollars twice if you do not just be patient, save your coins, and plan for the long-term game. But you got to balance that too. Because who wants to be waiting to build a car for 6 years and something else that then came out factory is already going to be faster than that, and your car is going to be slow, and you want to have fun. So in one sense, you want to build it in stages so you can have fun with the car, do what you want to do, be competitive in whatever you're trying to do. But at the same time, you got to balance the money. Because spending another 30 grand is pretty much a no bueno. Buying a car already modded, man, that's almost kind of like playing Russian roulette. Is it roulette or roulette? Either way it goes, it's like playing a Russian. You may get something that fifth, sixth gear about to go, transmission about to go, engine about to go, got a tick. You just don't know. It's always better to build it from scratch and spend that money so you know exactly what you got. You don't have to hope for the best. Now, yeah. Or I may just leave it alone and just be fun, just make it a fun car, leave it a fun car as it is. But that's boring too. You always got to keep going. I mean, this whole project of adding horsepower is totally ridiculous. If you're not a car person, you'll never understand it. It's totally ridiculous. And I get that, and I know that as well. I said the same thing, but that's what we do. You're never satisfied. The minute you get satisfied, then what else are you going to do? Find another hobby, get another car and do the same thing over and over? It's a vicious cycle. And as long as you have the funds to do it, the want to, the drive, it's not going to change. So, yeah, that's really about all that I wanted to talk about in this video. To let you know, I got the car back, got an event that I'm probably going to go to this weekend with it. Not a race event, just a car meetup type event. Hopefully I can get some footage for there. This your boy. Like, comment, and subscribe.